The African National Congress, ANC, has once again been plunged into the spotlight, this time not by domestic politics, but by the sudden wave of international scrutiny surrounding one of its most senior leaders. Reports emerging from diplomatic and legal circles suggest that Gwede Mantashe, South Africa's Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy and ANC National Chairperson, could face possible jail time abroad following fresh allegations tied to international corruption and shady business dealings. The news has landed like a thunderclap within the ruling party, with President Cyril Ramaphosa reportedly shocked and deeply unsettled by the development. For Ramaphosa, who has been navigating a turbulent political landscape filled with coalition uncertainties, economic stagnation, and growing public anger over load shedding and unemployment, the idea of his close ally being arrested on foreign soil presents yet another political crisis that threatens to destabilize both the ANC and his leadership. According to international sources, the arrest possibility is linked to probes launched by European authorities, who have allegedly been investigating questionable mining and energy-related contracts that stretch beyond South Africa's borders. These contracts, some dating back years, reportedly involved multinational companies accused of bribery, tax evasion, and illicit financial flows. While Mantashe has consistently denied any wrongdoing, investigators abroad seem to be closing in, citing financial trails and communications that allegedly tie him to these controversial deals. For the ANC, the timing could not be worse. With national elections looming and the party already struggling to maintain credibility after decades of corruption scandals, the optics of one of its most powerful figures potentially being extradited or facing legal proceedings outside South Africa adds salt to an already festering wound. Opposition parties wasted no time in seizing on the reports, with the Democratic Alliance, DA, and the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, both calling for full transparency and urging Ramaphosa to come clean on what he knows. Inside the ANC, whispers of panic are growing louder. Some insiders reportedly fear that Mantashe's legal troubles could open the floodgates to further investigations into other top figures, many of whom have also faced allegations of benefiting from corrupt state contracts. For a party already fractured by internal factional battles, the idea of one of its elders being paraded in a foreign courtroom threatens not only its image but also its cohesion. Ramaphosa, known for his measured tone, is said to be privately furious and deeply embarrassed by the development. Sources close to the presidency claim he has been in urgent consultation with legal and diplomatic advisors, exploring what South Africa's options would be should Mantashe be detained abroad. While no formal arrest has been carried out yet, the mere possibility of such an event is sending shockwaves through the political landscape. Critics argue that this scandal underscores how deeply corruption has been woven into South Africa's political fabric. If Mantashe is indeed implicated in foreign courts, it will expose just how internationalized South African corruption has become, one analyst observed. It's no longer just about state capture at home, it's about global networks of influence, money, and power. Mantashe himself has remained defiant, dismissing the reports as political games designed to discredit him and weaken the ANC ahead of elections. Speaking briefly to journalists, he insisted that he has nothing to hide and would face any process with dignity. Yet, his tone did little to calm the storm. For ordinary South Africans, weary of endless scandals and broken promises, the story feels like another chapter in a political drama that never ends. From Candler to state capture, from failure to Eskom's collapse, the nation's trust in its leaders has been stretched to the limit. Now, with the prospect of one of the ANC's most senior officials possibly being arrested abroad, the crisis of confidence deepens. As the world watches, the fate of Gwede Mantashe hangs in the balance. Whether these reports materialize into a formal arrest or fade into the fog of political rumor, one thing is certain: the ANC is once again standing at the edge of a precipice. And Ramaphosa, caught between loyalty to his comrade and duty to the nation, faces yet another test that could define his presidency.